Very good evening to all of you. I thank CAMSME to invite me to this seminar. First of all, I want to give overall view of the MSME schemes in Gujarat. After that, we will dwell upon the Gujarat Industrial Policy 2020. You may be aware, actually may know how many of the participants are from Gujarat. I want to know what is the percentage of participants. Whether if the participants are more from outside Gujarat, then I may change my language. That's why.
Sir, actually, there would be like if it would be okay that if you speak in Hindi or English, so it would be okay.
Okay, thank you. Last year in 2019, government of Gujarat came up with MSME Establishment and Operations Act 2019. That gives the flexibility to the MSMEs to start their establishment and operations without getting any required permissions from the government of Gujarat. Because generally, entrepreneurs are facing so many issues while receiving the permissions, licenses, and other kinds of government permissions. So that's why they are given free hand. Free hand in the sense that it doesn't mean that they can breach the rules. They have to follow the existing rules. Many times what happens, they follow the rules, they make everything as per the rules, but the process, the time taken for the permission is very long. That's why it is very difficult for them to start the production. For starting the production immediately, this act has brought in. So simply they have to come to our department through IFP portal, Investor Facilitation Portal, IFP portal. They have to give their declaration of intent. In that, they can fill the details. Immediately, they will be given one acknowledgement letter that is considered as the permission. That letter, that acknowledgement letter can be shown to any government organization, including banks. They can get loans and other things, everything. Up to 3 years, they need not to get any state government permissions. Even after 3 years also, 6 months additional, how can we say? The grace period is given. So up to 3.5 years without any government of Gujarat permission, that permissions from the required departments. So they can start their production. MSME Establishment and Operations Act 2019 is the very positive, proactive step taken by the government of Gujarat. After that, the government of Gujarat has signed so many MOUs with Bank of Baroda, SBI, National Stock Exchange. In both Bank of Baroda and SBI, the MOU says, as per the MOU, if any entrepreneur is applying for any loan up to 5 crore rupees within 7 days, the Bank of Baroda is expected to give in principle letter to the entrepreneur. That means the loan sanction will be done within 7 days. We don't say 1 week, we say 7 days. 7 days if the loan amount is less than 5 crores. If it is more than 5 crores, it may be anything, 100,000 crores, anything. Within 21 days, the in principle letter, in principle approval would be given. For that also, they have to come to single window system, that is our IFP portal. Then NSE, that e-discounting. For e-discounting also, we have done MOU with National Stock Exchange. Then IPO offer. If any MSME, if they go for IPO offer, we give 5 lakh rupees of incentive, that is subsidy. Then hedging can also be done because the foreign exchange is fluctuating. To safeguard them, hedging is allowed. The hedging scheme is there. So apart from that, before a couple of days, we signed one MOU with SIDBI. In that, there will be one project management unit. They will be evaluating the schemes. Then they will do capacity building and so many things. So let me come to Gujarat Industrial Policy 2020. Capital subsidy, interest subsidy. These were the major applications. Capital interest subsidy applications were they were the lion's share of the applications from the Gujarat Industrial Policy 2015. So we wanted to diversify our area of operation. We want to have a spectrum of all the beneficial schemes that should reach the MSMEs. That's why we have classified the talukas into category 1, category 2, category 3. Category 1 means there is far away, underdeveloped, developing talukas. In that, we are giving the benefits up to 7 years. Generally, our policy, 2015 policy gives benefit like capital, either it may be interest subsidy or anything. It is valid, it is given up to 5 years. Now we are giving up to 6 years, up to 7 years. If the industry, if the unit is established in category 1 taluka, then we give interest subsidy up to 7 years. If it falls under category 2, then up to 6 years. Category 1, 7 years. Category 2, 6 years. Then municipal limit, that developed area, 5 years. In 2015, the capital subsidy was 25 lakhs. Now the capital subsidy is increased to 35 lakhs with a rider that if the investment is more than 10 crores, then another 10 lakhs will be added. That means effectively 35 lakhs, up to 35 lakhs, the subsidy would be given. In case of interest subsidy, up to 35 lakhs, right? Per year. That is per year. 35 lakhs for the first year, 35 lakhs for the second year, 35 lakhs for the third year, fourth year, fifth year, sixth year, seventh year. If the unit is falling under category 1. If it falls under category 2, up to 6 years. So that is a very big boost to the MSMEs. This way, my facilitation desk head, Mr. Nikhil, he will be giving all the details. Let me give you some overall picture of the MSME. As I told you, MSME Act 2019, then MOU with the Bank of Baroda, SBI, SIDBI, NSC, then MSC CDP. MSC CDP means Micro Small Enterprises Cluster Development Program. For so many years in Gujarat, we have not come up with any cluster development approach. What I mean is that a common facilities center, that means community services. If similar kind of industries, they come forward, they make one SPV, one organization, that no profit, no loss kind of company, what to say, section 8 of Companies Act. If one SPV comes forward to make a community services, if they come with land and building, then the government of India and government of Gujarat combinedly, they give you 90% of the subsidy. So only SPV has to bear only 10%. That is a very big scheme. It is a fantastic scheme. There are many states, they are taking up it very well. We should also do it at a faster, in a effective manner, in a quick manner. In the past 6-7 months, we have done in a non-stop manner. We have got permission. We have got in principle approval to 17 clusters in Gujarat, out of which 7 clusters are given final approval. Now the SPV, they are formed, they have deposited the 10% amount, even the government of Gujarat's share that is about to come. Then we will start the next e-tendering process, and then establishment commissioning and other things. So I request all of you to come up such cluster development approach. Already we have found out, we have jotted down, we have selected more than 300 clusters, more than 300 activity based list. It doesn't mean that you have to restrict yourself to this list. You can bring up, you can come up. It may be anything, whether it's a common testing center, or common packaging center, common food cluster, common plastic products cluster. For example, engineering cluster of Kadi. In Kadi, they came to me, then they told, sir, in the Mandal Bechraji area, we are getting so many orders, but the level of accuracy, the tolerance limit, the accuracy which they want is at a higher range, which is not at all possible with our existing machines. Then they made themselves as one SPV, then they came up. Now they are going to have very good, fantastic engineering cluster in which all the CNC machines, like 4 spindle, 5 spindle kind of thing, CNC lathe, CNC milling machine, CNC drilling machine, these all the latest technology, latest specification machines are going to come. So this way, whatever you want, we will do it. Even for what to say, in Morbi also, recently before 10 days they came to us, then they said, sir, we are also willing to do it. So this way, now every associations are coming forward. So I request you to utilize this scheme and let us make Gujarat more vibrant, because up to 20 crores the government will give you. Only 10% is to be borne by you. By this way, new technology, new machinery, everything will come. This is like a shared resources, like auto rickshaw. If a single person goes, means they have to bear all the expenses. If it is a share auto rickshaw, then automatically the cost will be divided among yourselves. So this way, this is also a community services for the members. For the members, the services will be subsidized one. You can fix it up. The SPV can fix it up. The very same SPV with the very same common facility center, that organization, it can give services to other members also of their own area, their own taluka, own district, own state. Even they can be from anywhere else. You can charge reasonably. It should be like a no profit, no loss, but it should be a sustainable model, financially sustainable model. So these things we will discuss. But the point is, please get the opportunity of establishing common facility center. That is the best way. That is the best way to have MSME ecosystem, so that the cost cutting can be done. This way, our products would be more competitive than Chinese and other things. So now I request my facilitation desk head, Mr. Nikhil, to give the highlights of the Gujarat Industrial Policy 2020.
Yes, so I'll just share the screen. I made a presentation.
What happened?
Sir, you can go back and then, click again. Can you just go back to the screen wherever you were? Okay, I guess there is some problem in the network, I guess. थोड़ा नेटवर्क में प्रॉब्लम लग रहा है उनके ऑफिस में से, बट एनीवे वी विल बी रिटर्निंग टू देम शॉर्टली इन अ शॉर्ट वाइल. जैसे उनका नेटवर्क आ जाता है, he has a slideshow to take over. And again, we have got some Q&A session as well. So I would be glad कि यहाँ पे अगर Q&A sessions में आपको अगर कोई भी सवाल हो आपके मन में मिस्टर रंजीत से पूछने के लिए, तो आप पूछ सकते हैं सर से. और yeah, we are, I guess we are back again. Yes sir. Yes sir, now we can hear you.
Yes, so we have made a MSME friendly policy, and this is our capital subsidy. This was our last year's flagship scheme, capital and interest. So here we have a specific policy for SC/ST units also, in which there are enhanced incentives which we are given. So as sir told that we have three categories, category 1, 2 and 3. So in this you can see you can see on the slide that the maximum you can avail is 35 lakh rupees, and in case of SC/ST it is 40 lakh rupees. And when your investment is more than 10 crores, then you get additional 10 lakh rupees. So overall you are getting a benefit of 45 lakh rupees in case of general entrepreneur, and in case of SC/ST unit you get a benefit of 50 lakh rupees. So this is a huge boost if a unit is coming up with a investment of investment above 10 crore rupees. So I'll just move to the next slide. Yes. So in case of so we had different benefits for manufacturing and service sector. So in this, when it comes to manufacturing sector, we are now last year we were giving around 25 lakh rupees when there is a general unit, and 30 lakh rupees for an SC/ST unit. So as we have categorized in three categories, you can avail the benefit of 7% up to 7 years with a maximum of 35 lakh rupees per year for 5 years or 7 years, depending on which taluka you are going to open your unit. In case of service sector, last year we were giving a flat percentage of 5%. That was on your term loan, and now for category 1 we are giving 7%, that is for 7 years. So this is really a big boost for a service sector who is planning to open their unit in the category 1 taluka. So this is a new scheme which we are having. So this is basically capital subsidy to large units and the third sector. So we have basically made a list of 15 categories, 15 sectors, which we have bifurcated in core sectors and sunrise sectors. So in this, we are giving a capital subsidy of maximum up to 12% that you get over the period of 10 years. So this is the one of the scheme which is not in any other state. So in this a unit which is having an investment of MSME, or the unit which is having an investment above 50 crores also, or it is in the third sector, so they can get the benefit of capital subsidy that is for 10 years. So then we have many schemes, like apart from capital and interest, we want the MSME units of Gujarat to have focus on other schemes also. So the world doesn't end at capital and interest. So there are many schemes in many sectors which you can take the benefit in. So this is a quality scheme. So in which we are giving 50% of the fees for getting the ISO, the hallmark, and we are giving 50% for if you are availing a testing this equipment, and apart from that we are giving 60% of the fees, and there is a new scheme, that is the Z. So in this, whatever benefit a MSME gets from the Z, this
zero discharge,
yes, that is zero defect, zero effect. In this we are giving additional 50% benefit up to 50,000 rupees apart from the central share. So for example, you are having a fees of 2 lakh rupees for Z, and you are availing around 1 lakh rupees benefit from the central scheme. So Gujarat government is giving additional 50%, that is up to 50,000 rupees for this Z scheme. Apart from that, we have technological assistance, in which we are giving benefit up to 65%, up to 50 lakhs. And when there is a SCST unit, we are giving 70% up to 50 lakhs. We have a ICT scheme in which we are giving 65% up to 5 lakhs. And when there is a SCST, it is 75% up to 5 lakhs. So anyone who wants to have more details, because if I start each and every scheme, then this session will go on for hours. So I am just telling you the basic, the quantitative benefit which a unit can get. So if anyone wants to have a detailed discussion, I have given my contact number on our website, MSME Commissioner's website. So they can directly call me, or they can just directly connect me over email. So we are giving benefit in the patent also. If a unit or a person wants to avail the benefit on patent, then we are giving benefit up to 25 lakh rupees. And apart from that, we have made some, like, if it's a domestic patent, you get up to 50,000 rupees for attorney fees. And if it's international, you are getting 2 lakh rupees per country per international patent.
Even there are companies, they have got up to 11 countries.
Yes, yes. So there are many companies who have availed this benefit in the last 2015 scheme, in which they have availed the benefit for 11 countries. So we have this scheme for assistance for energy and water conservation, in which we are giving, for example, a unit is using 100 units of electricity and maybe 5,000 liters of water. So if they come up with some like they are planning to have some solar panels, and in that they are able to reduce their bills. So in that, we are also giving them benefit on that. For example, first they have to do the energy and water audit, in which we are giving up to 75% of the cost, up to 50,000 rupees. And apart from that, whatever they are installing and getting their bills reduced, in that we are giving up to 25 lakh rupees per project. Then as you know, we have done a MOU with NSE. Apart from that, we have a scheme for SME exchange. Any units who wants to raise equity from SME exchange, we are giving subsidy up to 5 lakh rupees so that they can bear all the cost of all their fees related to them listing on the SME exchange. Then we have a scheme, CGT MSE scheme, in which we are giving 100% reimbursement of the service fees. Service fees is the fees which bank charges. So we are giving 100% reimbursement in that. Apart from that, we have service line power connection charges, in which if a unit wants to have some services like service lines, and there is a problem of road, so they can get the benefit of 5 lakh rupees. And apart from that, we have a scheme of the sick enterprises who want to rehabilitate. So in that we are giving 50% of the cost up to 1 lakh rupees. So we have special training for SCST units. So in that, we are giving training of up to 10,000 per month for training, and the company which does the mentorship, they get 5,000 rupees per month. So this is a very good scheme, and I request everyone to just take benefit of this scheme. And the similar thing we have for SCST entrepreneurs also, the scheme which I told of water, gas, and approach road. Apart from that, we are giving benefit in the rent also. So if a unit who does not have a land and they want to start their unit in a rental premises, so in that we are giving benefit of 1 lakh rupees per year, and if it's a SCST, is the same amount, but you just get the interest rate is increased. So after that, yes, so this is a very good scheme in which if a unit wants to go in an exhibition, like we have state level exhibitions, we have national level, we have international level exhibitions that happen in India, and there are some exhibitions that are international level where the people from India go outside. So we are giving a number of benefits in that. You can get the benefit of stall rents, and if you are printing some this, what do you call, the pamphlets and everything. So in that, here you can see at state level we are giving 50%. If it's a national level exhibition, you get 1 lakh rupees. If an international exhibition happens in India, you get 2 lakh rupees, and if you're going outside, then it's 5 lakh rupees. So when you compare both the policies of 2015 and 2020, we have increased in each and every policy. Almost each and every policy, we have increased the amount in this policy, and the same is for SC/ST entrepreneurs also. And this is a scheme in which if an organizer wants to have a exhibition in Gujarat, then we give the 60% of the electricity bill to that organizer also. So we are helping the MSMEs as well as the organizer who is conducting the exhibition for MSME units. So that's it. So that's my presentation.
Thank you so much, sir.
Regarding
so-
the private industrial parks, for establishing private industrial parks, we are giving 55% subsidy. If the industrial estate, if it is established in an area less than 2 hectares, then it falls under MSME. If it is bigger than that, then it will go to IC office, that is Industries Commissioner office. If it is less than 2 hectares, then the establishment of such industrial parks, that industrial parks of that multi-storied, that can be given 55% of subsidy. So that's a very good subsidy amount. If the beneficiaries are SC/ST, then 70% of subsidy would be given. So I request you to consider this scheme. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can contact our facilitation desk. That is given in our website. Kindly see our website. Even all the schemes and other comparative analysis, everything is uploaded, and it will be uploaded in. See our website, msme.gujarat.gov.in. Okay.
So, sir, we have got some questions which are from the viewers, which are from the people who have been in this seminar, webinar, in fact. तो उनके जो questions हैं मैं आपको यहाँ पे post करना चाहूँगी, and they would love to listen it from you, from the authority itself. So the first question would be, whom should we approach at local city level for any support or help required from government of Gujarat?
Actually, every district is having DIC, District Industries Center. That is the office of our industries department. Industries department is having our own office in each and every district. That is known as DIC, District Industries Center. The head is General Manager. They are our single point contact. So that is the only office you can go and get all the details. Even there are some other offices like cottage industries offices also. There are KVIC, KVIB. That is also there. That is also part and parcel of our industries department only. But every district is having one general manager, one DIC. That is the your point of contact. That is, you can go and get all the details. For each and every district, we have given the facilitation desk, Sahayata Kendra, Sahayak, that who will help you. The name, mobile number, email ID, everything is given. You can speak to them, you can get the details over phone, and if you request, they will send you all the details to your email ID. So after the meeting, I will send all the, it is there in our website also. Otherwise, I will send it to your MSME organizers, so that they will share you in your WhatsApp group. Okay.
All right, sir. And another question here we have got it from the viewers that whom should we approach if banks decline the loan? So what would be your answer on that?
For that also, you can contact DAC General Manager. Otherwise, actually, if you contact the DAC, they will help you. There is one lead bank manager. Lead bank means leader, a leader kind of like organizer, how to say, convener kind of thing. For all the banks of the district, there will be one convener. Convener is, he is known as lead bank manager. He will help you. Even to approach him also, if you go to our DAC office, if you approach our office, our facilitation desk, facilitation contact, then they will help you. Then
All right, Ranjit.